celebs who never feared Diddy.
People claim that Usher allegedly got uncomfortable after speaking to Diddy at the dinner table.
It's nothing like fellowshipping, you know? Right. So we see each other around, but we don't get it. Usher, how you been, man? I've been seeing you so long.
How much did we drink?
You don't even know what's going on. You trying to say something, Usher?
I'm trying to say something.
What do you want to say?
I don't know if I should, but I'm trying.
Well, you drank that beer, you drank 2 shots of tequila.
Yeah, right.
You drank 1 Kuiper Roach.
Let me say fired up.
Yeah.
That's your group, right? Fired up.
I like the
Fired up.
Your forehead is sweating like Uncle Leroy. It's hot as hell.
It ain't that hot.
What's your thoughts on this?
Diddy, also known as Sean Combs, is undeniably one of the most influential figures in the music and entertainment industry. From creating Bad Boy Records to becoming a mogul in fashion and liquor, Diddy has cemented his place as a powerhouse. Over the years, he's thrown infamous parties, managed some of the biggest names in music, and built an empire that spans decades. Many celebrities, actors, and musicians have found themselves under his wing, either benefiting from his influence or staying within his sphere to avoid conflict.
Today I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution. The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. As alleged in the indictment, to carry out this conduct, Sean Combs led and participated in a racketeering conspiracy that used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity, including trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice. Let me say a little bit more about the charges. The indictment alleges that Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways. As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial workers, some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines.
However, not everyone in Hollywood feared Diddy or cared to align themselves with his power. Some have publicly distanced themselves from the mogul, standing up to him despite his overwhelming industry influence. These are the bold ones, celebrities who've made it clear that Diddy's reach didn't intimidate them even when he dominated the scene. Today we're diving deep into the stories of those who never bent to his will. From public confrontations to subtle jabs, these celebrities took a stand, refusing to be swayed by Diddy's control over Hollywood. Stick around as we uncover how these stars resisted Diddy's influence and see how they handled one of the most powerful men in entertainment without flinching. Introduction to Diddy's influence in Hollywood. Diddy has always been known for his larger-than-life personality and unparalleled influence in the music industry and Hollywood. Since his early days with Bad Boy Records, he quickly climbed the ranks, not only as a music mogul but as a figure entrenched in Hollywood's elite. His infamous parties in the Hamptons, where some of the biggest stars gathered, from Jay-Z to Leonardo DiCaprio, are legendary. In many ways, Diddy's power didn't just come from the music he produced, but from his ability to create and control spaces where Hollywood's elite wanted to be.
We need alcohols.
Right.
Alcohols.
Right. Not just one alcohol.
Alcohols.
Right. Just different
Plurals.
blend. You need the
Blends.
ladies. You need the booze.
You need some water.
For watering plants. What?
No, I don't know if guys have noticed this. Like, a lot of ladies drink water at parties. They
Right.
just, so you have, if you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave.
Right.
Gotta keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
It's a little kinky, but
Yeah.
rock with me. But just
Right.
check it out. You need a lot of heat. A lot
Heat.
of heat. Yeah.
Heat. You mean that physically the place has to be hot?
You don't have no air conditioning.
No air conditioning.
No.
Why is that?
Heat affects the alcohol, and it also affects, like, everybody gets a little bit more comfortable and loose. Builds up a nice little sweat.
That just sounds disgusting. What are you doing?
Depends on the way you look at it.
People start getting gets kind of sexy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you sexy.
Diddy's clout extended far beyond signing artists. His fashion brand Sean John and his partnership with Ciroc Vodka transformed him into a cultural icon. Yet this influence wasn't always about business. His ability to sway people in high places meant that many celebrities preferred to stay on his good side. With his charm, connections, and business acumen, Diddy became someone you wanted to be friends with, or someone you didn't want as an enemy.
Go ahead. Criminals do crimes with criminals. I've never been a criminal. You understand what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So now, if you're looking to answer something about Puff, Puff ain't the Puff. Puff had different phases of his life that y'all don't understand. And let's get down to the nitty-gritty of it. You understand? First you got Puff Daddy, who had Daddy's house and the parties and things like that. Then you had Puff. You understand? Then you had Diddy. Then you had Brother Love, and then Love. I had Puff around the stage when he was Puff Daddy and Puff and some of Diddy. Not the new Diddy that they gave the diddler and everything like that. So he ain't the guy, he wasn't the guy that y'all see now back then when he was in Harlem. You understand?
But despite the immense power he wielded, not everyone fell in line. Several celebrities, despite knowing Diddy's reach, chose to walk their own path, often making it clear that they were not influenced or intimidated by his presence. These individuals showcase that even in Hollywood, some people could stand up to industry titans like Diddy without bowing to his influence. 50 Cent's long-standing feud with Diddy.
Now, Fifth, when you continuously call Puff gay, is that a relationships in Hollywood?
I don't call him gay. I said,
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner thieves. In theaters January.
One of the most famous examples of someone who never feared Diddy is none other than 50 Cent. From the beginning of his career, 50 Cent established himself as someone who was not afraid of confrontation. His long-standing feud with Diddy is a prime example of his willingness to stand up to even the most powerful figures in the industry.
Diddy allegedly assaulted his son's football coach with kettlebells. And I guess you guys are friends, but you immediately went on Instagram with this. Which is really funny. Yeah. It was really funny. Did he find that amusing?
He probably didn't. You know, like when I first heard it, it just was funny to me because, like, no matter what you do, you get these different status. Like, you'd be like writer, producer, a mogul.
Yeah.
And as soon as you get in trouble, they go rapper.
Ah!
You go right back to rapper.
Right back to rapper.
And then I saw that happen to him, and I was like laughing. I poked fun at it because, you know, it didn't seem like a real serious situation. And then when it kind of, you know, starts bad, no matter what it is, it starts bad in the news, and then it kind of makes its way over to something positive.
Yeah.
And no one reports it when it starts to become positive.
Right.
And that, as it started to.
The tension between 50 Cent and Diddy dates back to the early 2000s, with 50 publicly mocking Diddy on multiple occasions. In fact, 50 Cent has taken every opportunity to troll Diddy, from ridiculing his notorious freak-off parties to questioning Diddy's intentions with other rappers. A memorable moment came when 50 Cent openly joked about Diddy offering to take him shopping, with 50 responding, "What do you mean by that? Let me get out of here before something happens." This tongue-in-cheek approach showed that 50 was unbothered by Diddy's wealth and influence. Over the years, the two have traded barbs, but 50 Cent has never backed down, continuing to call out Diddy even as the mogul's influence grew. Most notably, when Diddy faced serious allegations in recent years, 50 Cent was quick to poke fun at the situation on social media, showing no hesitation to speak his mind. In one post, 50 even referenced the bizarre items found in Diddy's home during a raid, joking, "Here I am, keeping good company with the Drew Barrymore show, and I don't have 1,000 bottles of lube at the house." Despite Diddy's attempts to brush off 50's antics, the constant trolling and jabs from 50 Cent highlight just how fearless he is in confronting one of the most powerful figures in the entertainment world. Cat Williams calls out Diddy comedian.
Is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. All lies will be exposed. So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing, you will tell it. I know so many things I shouldn't know. When I walk in a room, heads go down.
Cat Williams is another celebrity who has never hesitated to call out the darker side of Hollywood, including Diddy. Known for his sharp tongue and bold takes, Cat Williams has been vocal about the entertainment industry's seedier aspects, even going so far as to directly reference Diddy in interviews. In a 2024 interview, Williams hinted that big names in Hollywood, including Diddy, were about to face consequences for their past actions, saying, "All of these big players are catching hell this year. It's up for all of them."
Motherfuckers be gay in Hollywood, you never expected. They be having these big ass mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I ain't been famous that goddamn long. I'm excited to to be at the mansion party. You be looking at all the goddamn rooms and you fuck around and look in the wrong room and shit. Nigga, come here, come here. Is that two niggas kissing? Is one of them niggas professor?
Williams never shied away from exposing the industry's behind-the-scenes activities, and when asked about partying with Diddy, he was blunt. He flatly said that he's avoided those infamous parties for a reason, hinting that they were not all they seemed. He emphasized the importance of maintaining one's integrity in Hollywood, even if that meant rejecting lucrative offers or connections with people like Diddy.
All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them, all lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
And to have no more of these.
Amen, amen.
Williams has always presented himself as someone who values truth over fame, and his willingness to call out major figures like Diddy has only added to his fearless reputation. His critique of the industry extends beyond Diddy, but always circles back to the toxic culture that he believes Diddy perpetuates. While others may have stayed silent, Williams has consistently voiced his disdain for the questionable practices behind Hollywood's glamour, refusing to be silenced or intimidated by powerful figures like Diddy. Denzel Washington's alleged advice. One of the more surprising stories comes from actor Brandon T. Jackson, who revealed that none other than Denzel Washington had some wise words about dealing with Diddy's parties. According to Jackson, Denzel, a Hollywood veteran, once told him, "Leave 30 minutes before the devil gets there." While the quote was cryptic, many believed it was Denzel's way of warning younger actors about the dangers lurking in Diddy's infamous gatherings. Denzel Washington has long been known for maintaining a clean image in Hollywood, carefully curating his public persona and avoiding the controversies that ensnare many others in the industry. This anecdote highlights how Denzel, despite his immense success, was always cautious about the people he associated with, particularly in environments where things could take a darker turn.
Sean Diddy Combs once got into an argument with Denzel Washington during a party. According to a new report, the altercation took place during an all-night affair he was attending with his wife, Pauletta Washington, in 2003. An insider who was allegedly close with the Oscar winner told Us Weekly that Denzel screamed, quote, "You don't respect anyone," at Diddy. Denzel and Pauletta reportedly witnessed something so offensive that it caused them to storm out of the event. Diddy is infamous for his wild bashes, which have been attended by Leonardo DiCaprio, Sarah Jessica Parker, Ashton Kutcher, and more stars over the years. But the parties have recently come under scrutiny in the wake of Diddy's arrest on sex trafficking, racketeering, and prostitution charges. It appears that what happens at Diddy's parties doesn't always stay at Diddy's parties.
Denzel's approach to navigating Hollywood is a testament to his wisdom and longevity in the business. He has always kept his personal and professional lives separate, ensuring that his reputation remains untarnished by the pitfalls that have trapped so many others. His advice to leave before the devil arrives shows his keen understanding of the undercurrents in Hollywood, and it's a clear indication that even the most respected figures in the industry know to keep their distance from certain people and situations, Diddy included. Ashton Kutcher's silence on Diddy's parties.
Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. So, can't tell that one either. I mean, I'm like actually cycling through them. There was one moment, so it's not really a party story, but our relationship was really bizarre. So it started over punk, because he was like, yo,
don't punk
you
me.
can't punk me. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you, everybody's on the table. He's like, not me, I'm off the table. And so that started our conversation. We became fast friends, and we used to just hang out and watch football together.
Ashton Kutcher, known for his candid and often humorous interviews, found himself in an awkward position when asked about Diddy's parties during an episode of Hot Ones. Kutcher, who is typically open about his experiences in Hollywood, suddenly became evasive when the topic of Diddy's infamous gatherings came up. "I've got a lot I can't tell." Through his memories, it became clear that Diddy's parties weren't just casual get-togethers, but were events where boundaries were often pushed. Kutcher, however, chose not to delve into the specifics, instead steering the conversation away from those experiences. His reluctance to share details about his time at Diddy's parties suggests that there were elements of those events that made even someone as laid back as Kutcher uncomfortable.
Ashton Kutcher is scared Diddy might make false claims about him and other famous friends in order to clear his name, an insider said. The actor has been close friends with Diddy for nearly 2 decades and was even pictured at the infamous white parties. But now Kutcher reportedly regrets his friendship with the disgraced music mogul. He feels lied to, betrayed, taken for granted, and manipulated. manipulated, the insider said. Ashton is allegedly terrified that the rap star could say anything, do anything, or turn on anyone to get out of jail. He now trusts no one except for his wife, Mila.
While he didn't openly criticize Diddy, Kutcher's silence spoke volumes. It's a reminder that not all celebrities are willing to engage with certain aspects of Hollywood's elite circles, even if it means avoiding some of the most powerful figures in the industry. Of the topic illustrates how some stars prefer to keep their distance from the more controversial aspects of Diddy's social life, choosing to remain neutral or silent rather than get too close. Kanye West's confrontations with Diddy. Kanye West is no stranger to confrontation, and his interactions with Diddy have been no different. In 2022, Kanye made headlines when he openly challenged Diddy over their differing political and social views. The conflict started when Diddy criticized Kanye for wearing a controversial t-shirt, but instead of taking the critique quietly, Kanye fired back with a barrage of texts, calling Diddy out and telling him, "Come do something illegal to me now."
Poison me, and by the way, y'all done already fuck with me so much. Y'all already black mirrored me. You already made everybody think I'm crazy. You already took my family away. You already separated all my friends. I don't got no celebrity friends. Because when I was on TV, on Instagram saying, I don't know where my child is, and the Kardashians kidnapped my daughter in public, and I didn't have the address of my child, none of these niggas that want to say something
Travis
now.
gave you the address, though?
Travis gave me the address.
Right.
But as far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas, all you fake hard niggas, you.
Wait,
hold on.
Okay.
All you fake hard niggas, you. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a because you can't shoot nobody anyway, and the reason why you got to talk is because you did a deal, you fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta come at me, because part of the deal for you to be a do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you gonna go pull my co-car. So y'all niggas shut the up about me. Now let me say it calm. You niggas shut the up about, you shut the up about Michael.
Right.
This wasn't the first time Kanye clashed with Diddy. Over the years, Kanye has made it clear that while he respects Diddy's contributions to the industry, he has no interest in aligning himself with Diddy's way of doing things. Kanye's outspoken nature and refusal to back down have made him one of the few people in the industry willing to publicly confront Diddy without fear of repercussions. In their interactions, Kanye has consistently demonstrated that he won't be intimidated by anyone.
But as far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these, all you fake hard you. Wait, hold on. Okay. All you fake hard you. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't nobody anyway, and the reason why you got to talk is because you did a deal, you fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to come at me, because part of the deal for you to be a do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you're going to go pull my co-car. So y'all niggas shut the up about me. Now let me say it calm. You niggas shut the up about Michael.
Right.
I'm Michael now.
Not even Diddy. Whether it's through social media rants or public appearances, Kanye's willingness to challenge industry norms and the people who uphold them has solidified his reputation as someone who stands his ground no matter who he's up against. Usher's complicated history with Diddy. Usher's relationship with Diddy goes way back to when he was a teenager, living with the mogul as part of Diddy's so-called flavor camp. Usher has often spoken fondly of Diddy's influence on his career, crediting him with helping shape his early years in the industry.
You know, most kids would be excited about it. I'm around grown women, and I'm seeing them do things, and
the rumors keep mounting about rapper Diddy's parties.
The allegations are absolutely horrific.
The parties had a reputation for being filled with drugs, orgies, and suspicious behavior around children.
Breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. You still have beautiful parents, but you're my child also.
Now how the did the Me Too movement miss this?
Where we hanging out and what we doing, we can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I don't have legal guardianship of him. I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album.
However, as Usher grew older, he began to acknowledge that those years were more complicated than they seemed. In a candid interview with Howard Stern, Usher reflected on his time with Diddy, noting that while he learned a lot, there were some curious things happening that he didn't fully understand at the time. Stern, always one to push for details, asked Usher if he would ever send his own child to Diddy's camp. Usher's response was immediate: hell no.
And a lot of positions that I think I was put in where I had to make very, very tough decisions in my life about who I would be. I was 13 years old, and being 13, having that type of exposure, You know, yeah, it was cool to go to Howard Homecoming with Puff. It was great to be able to go to Club USA or the Supper Club, you know, with Puffy in that time, or the Tunnel. But these are places that a 13-year-old probably should not be. You know, most kids would be excited about it. You know, most kids are trying to figure out, you know, how to be around, you know, hot girls, pretty girls. I'm around grown women, and I'm seeing them do things and have experiences that I'm not quite ready for. You know, and I think that he was just trying to show me the lifestyle. However, that's not what I was there for. I was there because I wanted a career, man. So we would fight, we would tussle. More than often, I think Puffy would say, man, you gotta chill. Like, you just a little bit too intense. You know, you gotta relax. Like, yo, man, I'm here to work, man. I ain't sang in a week. I mean, I'm 13 years old, like banging on this man as though, you know, I am the manager. I am the spokesperson for Usher. And I'm telling him, look, you're gonna put me in the studio, man. You got Biggie Smalls in there, you got Craig Mack in there. You're gonna make me a priority too. I'm not here to party with you. I don't wanna go to the clubs. Matter of fact, I'm too young to even be in here. Why you got me in clubs? I think as a kid, I realized, hey, look, that's not my ring. That's not my moment. That's not my bottle. That's not my drink. That's not my celebration. So I'm not here to celebrate. I wanted people to be excited about me the way they were excited about him. I wanted my own success. So I would stay at the studio. All of what I could absorb from being an artist, being around other performers like Mary J. Blige, Jodeci, I'll Be Sure at the time, Missy Elliott, Timbaland, all of these people, I would just absorb every bit of what I could get my hands on. I was just pulling everything I possibly could.
This admission showed that despite the success Usher achieved under Diddy's guidance, there were elements of that mentorship that didn't sit well with him in hindsight. Usher's relationship with Diddy is a prime example of how some artists benefit from Diddy's influence but later distance themselves as they recognize the darker aspects of his mentorship. It's a delicate balance between gratitude and self-preservation, one that Usher has managed to navigate with care. 50 Cent's documentary and public exposés. As one of Diddy's most vocal critics, 50 Cent has made it his mission to expose the mogul's behind-the-scenes dealings. In 2024, 50 announced that he was producing a documentary that would delve into the allegations surrounding Diddy's infamous parties and the ways in which he's manipulated those around him. Described as a story with significant human impact, the documentary is set to shine a light on the aspects of Diddy's life that he's tried to keep hidden. 50 Cent has long been a thorn in Diddy's side, using his platform to mock and criticize the mogul at every turn. From social media jabs to public interviews, 50 has made it clear that he has no fear of Diddy's power. In fact, he seems to relish in exposing the uncomfortable truths that others might shy away from.
Keep telling y'all that been battling with this homosexuality way before all this shit came out. Y'all be, you know, you motherfuckers like always saying, and you too, John, Reggie be lying, Reggie making up shit. But if y'all go and listen to my videos before, y'all see I done spoke on all this bullshit before. Been telling y'all, Puffy Combs is a fucking homosexual. Any man sitting paying a motherfucking meal to come and watch him have his girl is a weirdo. Now I know y'all be like, well, you don't watch porn, you don't watch porn. No, number one, I don't pay a motherfucking man to come and watch me or let me watch them a man. I mean, a girl. I ain't gonna pay no man to do that. And generally, if I'm watching porn, it's girl on girl. That's just my taste. But yeah, that's crazy. But I've been telling y'all the nigga is gay. He's gay, but when you have to have these females around, you gotta hide that crazy fantasy. Y'all got Gene done told y'all. The nigga going to buy butt plugs. Somebody gonna come out and tell y'all these stories. It's just a matter of time.
Combs was also criticized by Usher for not being the greatest role model.
The upcoming documentary is just the latest in 50 Cent's ongoing crusade against Diddy. While many in the industry may choose to stay silent or distance themselves from Diddy's controversies, 50 Cent is diving headfirst into the fray, determined to bring everything to light. His fearless approach has earned him both praise and criticism, but one thing is certain, 50 Cent isn't backing down anytime soon. DMX's warnings about the industry. Another artist who never feared Diddy or anyone in the industry was DMX. Throughout his career, DMX spoke openly about the darker side of the music business, often calling out those in power for exploiting young artists. While DMX had his own battles, he was never one to shy away from speaking his truth, even if it meant going up against industry giants like Diddy.
33 South Broadway, we're from the studio, and I had my jaw, it's in Yonkers. My jaw was still wired shut.
This is when you got signed. I heard about the story.
This is when he knew he would sign me.
Okay.
My jaw was wired shut, and the Locks got signed first to Puff, and D from Rough Riders, Darren, he gave me the Puff, and one thing I respect about Puff, one thing I respect about him, and real shit, is that at least he told me to my face what he felt. And when D told Puff, he said, yo, if you like the Locks, you're gonna love X. And I spit or whatever, and he was like, his voice is too rough, he's not marketable. Didn't like it, but I had to respect it.
No, let's make some noise from Puff.
Hold up. He came right behind and tried to clean up. So maybe 3 weeks later, when he found out I was getting signed for Def Jam, he was like, yo, I'll lace your pockets. I'll double what they gave you and lace your pockets. I'm like, nah, homie. Because if you didn't see the beast that I was,
what point did he tell you that? What point?
I told you, like maybe 3 weeks after I got signed to Def Jam. He was like, yo, I'll lace your pockets. I'll double what they gave you and lace your pockets. I'm like, nah, I'm cool.
In several interviews, DMX discussed how the industry's politics and power dynamics were designed to control artists and keep them in check. He warned younger artists to be cautious about who they trusted, particularly those who promise fame and fortune without showing their true intentions. DMX's experiences with the industry left him disillusioned, and he made it his mission to expose the truth, no matter the consequences. Though DMX never directly targeted Diddy in his critiques, his warnings about the industry's corruption were seen by many as a veiled reference to figures like Diddy, who wielded immense power behind the scenes. DMX's fearless approach to calling out the industry's manipulation made him a beloved figure among fans who admired his honesty and willingness to stand up for what he believed in. Legacy of celebs who never feared Diddy. The celebrities who stood up to Diddy, whether through public confrontations, subtle distancing, or direct criticism, all share one thing in common: they refused to let fear dictate their actions. Whether it was 50 Cent's relentless trolling, Usher's reflections on his time with Diddy, or DMX's warnings about the industry, these figures showed that even in an industry as powerful as Hollywood, it's possible to resist those who try to control you.
But people don't know the reality of Total, and the reality of Total is that Kima Dyson started that group. Puffy got into the mix later, but her mom was like their manager. Her sister Vita was with Irv Gotti before Ashanti got there. Like, these were girls who were making their bones in the game. They were making deals. They were getting deals. Like, and they did this before Puffy came. Their name was breaking before Puffy got involved. Then Puffy got involved, and then the next thing you know, Missy gets involved. And when Missy got involved, everything changed. But what I hated more than anything was how Kima Dyson kind of got ostracized from the entity that she was damn near responsible for creating, because she wasn't, because she was straight, because she had a husband, because she had children, because they had a family, because they had a business. And then the next thing you know, here come Puffy, Diddy, dirty money.
Yeah,
real fast.
Maybe it's nothing either.
I mean,
then it became nothing. Like, his groups do nothing. Like, they start off good, but I believe it's him. He's the #1 denominator. You know what I mean?
Hey, Clive Davis's artists kind of experienced the same thing as Angie Stone.
Their stories serve as a reminder that not everyone in the entertainment world is willing to play by the rules set by powerful figures like Diddy. While many have chosen to stay silent or align themselves with Diddy for the sake of their careers, these celebrities have proven that standing up for yourself and speaking your truth is always an option, as Diddy's influence continues to be scrutinized in light of recent controversies. The actions of those who never feared him will be remembered as moments of bravery in an industry that often values compliance over courage. Whether through documentaries, interviews, or personal stories, their legacies will live on as examples of what it means to resist the pressures of Hollywood and remain true to oneself.